Welcome back to another exciting and eye-opening episode where we dive deep into the incredible world of rare and valuable coins. Today, we're going to explore a coin that has captured the attention of collectors, investors, and history lovers from all over the world. Get ready to uncover the fascinating story behind the 1978 no-mint Mark Lincoln 1-cent penny coin. You heard that right. This little copper-colored coin that you might overlook in your spare change could actually be worth a staggering $69,734 in today's coin collecting market. Let's dig in and uncover why. Our journey begins in the year 1978, a time when the United States was experiencing significant economic shifts, inflation, and political developments. Amid all this, the United States Mint continued to produce coins that would soon become part of American pocket change history. The Lincoln cent, also known as the Lincoln 1-cent penny, was first introduced in 1909 to commemorate the 100th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth. Designed by Victor David Brenner, the obverse of the coin features the iconic profile of President Lincoln, the first time a real historical figure appeared on a U.S. coin in general circulation, BY 1978. The Lincoln cent had already been in circulation for nearly 70 years. But in that particular year, something truly special happened. The Philadelphia Mint produced a large number of these coins without a mint mark, which was normal for that mint. However, certain rare variations and die errors during the minting process created coins that stood out. Coins that today are hunted relentlessly by coin experts and collectors across the globe. Let's talk about how to identify the 1978 no-mint Mark Lincoln penny. On the obverse side of the coin, you'll see the familiar face of Abraham Lincoln, facing right, with the inscriptions, "In God We Trust," above his head, "Liberty" to the left, and the date 1978 to the right. What sets this version apart is the lack of a mint mark under the date, indicating that it was struck at the Philadelphia Mint, which did not use a mint mark at the time. But not all no-mint mark coins are valuable, so what makes some of them worth tens of thousands of dollars? The answer lies in a combination of minting errors, exceptional preservation, and rarity. Some 1978 no-mint Mark Lincoln pennies were struck with doubled dies, off-center strikes, die cracks, or other unique minting anomalies. When these coins are discovered in high grades, especially those graded mint state 67 or higher by professional grading services like PCGS or NGC, they become extremely valuable. Condition is everything in coin collecting. A coin that has never been circulated, that has no scratches, blemishes, or signs of wear, can command astonishing prices at auction. One such coin made headlines when it was sold for a jaw-dropping $69,734. This coin was not only in exceptional condition, but it also featured an extremely rare die variety that collectors had long speculated about but rarely seen in this quality. The coin's flawless luster, sharp details, and rarity made it one of the most sought-after Lincoln pennies from the 1970s era. It was a once-in-a-lifetime find, and the buyer knew it was a worthy investment. The market value of coins like the 1978 no-mint Mark Lincoln penny continues to rise as more people become aware of the hidden treasures sitting in their change jars or old coin collections. With the growing popularity of numismatics or coin collecting, rare penny coins are no longer just relics of the past. They are legitimate assets that can appreciate in value over time. Some investors have even turned to rare coins as a hedge against inflation and economic uncertainty, making these tiny copper coins a surprising but smart addition to their portfolios. Now, if you're wondering whether you might have one of these high-value 1978 no-mint Mark Lincoln pennies, here's what you need to do. First, take out your magnifying glass and check the date and mint mark location. If there's no mint mark below the year, you might be in luck. Next, examine the coin's overall condition. Does it look uncirculated? Is the detail sharp and the surface smooth and shiny? If so, your next step is to have the coin professionally graded. Certification from a reputable grading service can confirm the coin's authenticity, condition, and potential market value. Without this certification, it's very difficult to fetch high prices in the collector's market, Collectors are also advised to look for specific error types on their 1978 Lincoln pennies. A double die obverse, where the date or lettering appears slightly doubled, can dramatically increase the value. Other valuable errors include off-center strikes where the design is not properly centered, or coins with die breaks or cuts, which are raised areas caused by a broken die. These error coins are rare by nature and are often eagerly pursued by experienced collectors who are willing to pay a premium. Let's not forget the emotional and historical value of such coins. Holding a 1978 Lincoln penny that's been through decades of American life can feel like holding a piece of the nation's story. From gas station counters to vending machines, from piggy banks to forgotten drawers, these coins have lived long and quiet lives until one day, someone recognizes their hidden worth. That's what makes coin collecting such a thrilling and rewarding experience. You're not just collecting metal, you're preserving history, discovering treasure, and perhaps changing your life financially. There you have it, the incredible story of the 1978 no-mint mark Lincoln 1-cent penny coin. From humble beginnings as common change to rising as a valuable collector's item worth $69,734, this penny proves that history is all around us and, sometimes, it's in your pocket. Be sure to check your coins closely, because the next life-changing treasure could be hiding right under your nose. If you enjoyed this video and want to learn more about rare coins, valuable pennies, and how to sell or collect them for big money, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to our channel, and hit the notification bell so you never miss an update. Leave a comment below and tell us if you've ever found a rare coin. You could be sitting on a small fortune without even knowing it. Thanks for watching, and until next time, happy coin hunting! Welcome back to our channel where we dive deep into the incredible world of rare coins that could be hiding in your pocket change. In today's exciting episode, we're uncovering the amazing story behind the 1982 no-mint mark Lincoln 1-cent penny coin, a fascinating and highly valuable collectible that has caught the attention of collectors and investors around the world. This is not just an ordinary penny. This specific coin could be worth as much as $82,736, and its history is just as rich as its market value. Let's take you back to the early 1980s. The year was 1982. Ronald Reagan was president of the United States, gas was under $1, and Michael Jackson's Thriller was about to change music forever. But something else important was happening at the United States Mint. It was a transition year, a year of change and experimentation, especially with the Lincoln cent since 1909. The Lincoln 1-cent penny had been an iconic piece of American currency. Designed by Victor David Brenner to celebrate the centennial of President Abraham Lincoln's birth. For decades, the Lincoln penny was made primarily from 95% copper and 5% zinc, giving it a rich reddish-brown color. But copper prices were rising sharply in the early 1980s. It soon became too expensive to continue using the copper alloy in pennies, as the metal itself began to cost more than the face value of the coin. In 1982, the United States Mint began producing Lincoln cents in both copper and zinc compositions. The new composition was 97.5% zinc and 2.5% copper plating, which significantly reduced the cost of production. But this switch wasn't immediate. The Mint ended up producing 7 different variations of the 1982 Lincoln penny, and here's where it gets interesting. There were large dates and small dates. There were copper pennies and zinc pennies. There were coins with mint marks, and then there was the 1982 no-mint mark Lincoln cent. These coins were struck at the Philadelphia Mint, which at the time did not use a mint mark on 1-cent coins. However, one particular variety of the 1982 no-mint mark penny has become especially valuable, the 1982 D small date zinc penny, but with no mint mark, a variety that was not supposed to exist. You see, Denver minted coins typically bear a D mint mark, but in extremely rare cases, mistakes happened. Some Denver small date zinc cents appear without any mint mark at all, creating an exceptionally rare and mysterious variety of the 1982 penny. The The no mint mark Lincoln cent from this year is especially desirable when it exhibits the small date and is made from zinc rather than copper. Collectors and numismatists have spent years studying the differences between the 1982 penny varieties. You can distinguish a small date from a large date by looking closely at the shapes of the numbers, especially the number 2, and how high it sits compared to the 1 and 9. It's a small detail, but it makes a big difference. A small date zinc 1982 penny with no mint mark in uncirculated condition is an extreme rarity, and finding one is like discovering a treasure chest in your own pocket. So why is this coin worth so much money? It all comes down to rarity, condition, and demand. In top mint state condition, that means a coin that looks as if it just came from the mint, with no scratches, no wear, and full luster. The 1982 no mint mark small date zinc Lincoln penny can command tens of thousands of dollars. According to recent auction results and private sales, collectors have paid up to $82,736 for one of these exceptional coins. Even circulated examples, coins that have seen regular use in everyday transactions, can still be worth hundreds or even thousands of dollars, depending on the variety and condition. The best part? These coins might still be out there in circulation. That means if you take the time to look through your pocket change, old coin jars, or inherited collections, you might stumble upon this hidden gem. If you want to determine if you have one of these valuable 1982 no mint mark Lincoln pennies, here's what to look for. First, check the date. It must be 1982. Second, verify that there is no mint mark under the date. Third, examine the style of the date. If the 2 is curvy and sits higher than the other digits, you likely have a small date. Finally, determine the coin's metal composition. You can do this by using a simple drop test. Copper pennies sound different from zinc pennies. Or weigh the coin on a precise scale. A copper penny should weigh 3.11 grams, while a zinc penny weighs 2.5 grams. If your 1982 no mint mark penny has a small date and weighs 2.5 grams, congratulations. You may have found one of the most valuable Lincoln cents ever produced. And if it's in excellent condition, you could be sitting on a coin worth more than $82,000. Collectors worldwide are actively seeking out these coins, and their value continues to rise due to their extreme scarcity and high demand. Whether you're a longtime numismatist or just getting started, the 1982 no mint mark Lincoln penny represents the thrill of the hunt, proof that rare treasures still exist in the most ordinary places. The next time you receive change from the store or open an old piggy bank, take a moment to look closely at your pennies. That 1-cent coin could turn out to be a life-changing discovery. If you found this story fascinating and want to learn more about valuable rare coins worth thousands or even millions of dollars, make sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on the notification bell so you never miss another episode. Thank you for watching, and good luck hunting for that rare 1982 no mint mark Lincoln penny. Who knows, the next great coin treasure could be right in your hands. Welcome back to the channel where we dive deep into the world of rare coins that are not just old pieces of metal, but historical treasures worth millions of dollars. In today's video, we are going to explore the fascinating and surprising story of the 2013 no mint mark Lincoln 1-cent penny coin that has shocked collectors, investors, and historians with its unbelievable value of $22 million in the current rare coin market. Now, let's begin this journey by looking back into the history of the Lincoln penny. The Lincoln 1-cent coin, also known as the Lincoln cent, was first introduced in the year 1909 to commemorate the 100th anniversary of President Abraham Lincoln's birth. It was the first time in American history that a real person appeared on a circulating U.S. coin. Over the years, the design has changed, but the Lincoln portrait has remained constant, making it one of the most iconic and recognizable coins in the United States. Fast forward to the year 2013. At first glance, this coin might appear to be just another ordinary penny. Struck in zinc and plated with copper, weighing about 2.5 grams and featuring the modern Union Shield design on the reverse, which was introduced in 2010. The 2013 Lincoln cent was released into circulation like billions of others. But what makes this specific 2013 penny without a mint mark so special? Why is this coin making headlines? And why has it been valued at an astounding $22 million? To understand that, we must first talk about mint marks. A mint mark is a small letter on a coin that identifies the U.S. mint facility where the coin was produced. In 2013, Lincoln cents were primarily minted in two locations, Philadelphia and Denver. Coins made in Philadelphia usually do not carry a mint mark, while those made in Denver bear a small letter D. So, a 2013 penny with no mint mark would typically indicate it was made in Philadelphia, which seems normal. But what if I told you that this particular no mint mark coin is not just from Philadelphia? What if I told you that it contains multiple rare errors that make it a true unicorn in the coin collecting world? The $22 million 2013 no mint mark Lincoln penny is not just any ordinary penny. It was struck using a highly unusual die error that caused a significant doubling effect on both the obverse and reverse sides of the coin. On close inspection under magnification, one can see intense doubling in the words "In God We Trust," "Liberty," and the date 2013, as well as on the Union Shield lines and the words 1 cent. This kind of doubling is not just rare, it is virtually non-existent in modern coins. Experts believe this coin was the result of a misaligned die strike that happened during a very brief and unnoticed moment in production. This error was never meant to be released into circulation, but somehow it slipped through the rigorous quality control of the United States Mint and ended up in the hands of a very lucky individual. But the story doesn't end there. This 2013 penny also features what numismatists refer to as a mule error. A mule error occurs when two dies that were never intended to be paired together are accidentally used to strike a coin. In the case of this 2013 no mint mark penny, the reverse die used was not from a standard cent, but from a different coin series, believed to be part of a test strike that should have been destroyed. This has never been confirmed officially by the U.S. Mint, but several private collectors and coin experts who have examined the coin agree that it possesses characteristics that do not align with normal 2013 cent production standards. All of these elements, the doubling, the mule strike, the lack of mint mark, and the perfect condition in which the coin was preserved, contribute to its astronomical value. This coin was first discovered by a coin roll hunter in a batch of loose change from a local bank. Initially, they thought it might be a minor error coin worth a few $100s, but after sending it in to be graded and authenticated by a professional coin grading service, it received an astonishing grade of MS 70 red, indicating it was in flawless mint state condition. The rare error details were confirmed, and the coin was immediately insured for multi-million-dollar value. Eventually, it went to auction at a prestigious numismatic event, where it broke all previous records for modern penny sales by being sold for an unbelievable $22 million to a private collector in Asia. This historic transaction instantly made the 2013 no mint mark Lincoln penny one of the most valuable pennies ever sold in American history. It also sparked a new wave of interest in modern penny roll hunting, as collectors all over the world began examining their spare change and coin collections, hoping to find their own hidden fortune. Now the big question is, could you be holding a treasure in your hand without knowing it? It is entirely possible. That is the beauty of coin collecting. Sometimes, a simple penny can be worth more than gold, more than a house, even more than a luxury yacht. All it takes is the right error, the right condition, and the right buyer. So, if you ever come across a 2013 Lincoln penny with no mint mark, take a closer look. Check for doubling in the lettering and the date, inspect the design for any unusual features, and consider having it professionally appraised. You never know, your next coin discovery might just be worth $22 million, and that wraps up our incredible story of the 2013 no mint mark Lincoln 1-cent penny coin, a modern masterpiece of minting mystery and numismatic magic. Make sure to like this video, share it with your friends, and subscribe to our channel for more unbelievable stories of rare coins that are worth a fortune. We'll be back with more rare coin histories and shocking coin values. Until next time, keep checking your change, keep hunting for treasures, and remember, one penny could change your life forever. Welcome back, coin collectors, rare coin hunters, and all our friends who are passionate about discovering the hidden treasures lying in plain sight right inside your loose change, coin jars, and old boxes. Today, we are diving deep into the fascinating story of the 2014 Lincoln 1-cent penny coin with no mint mark. A small copper-plated zinc coin that's recently stunned the collector's world by reaching a shocking market value of $72,873. Yes, you heard that right. This modern-day penny, often overlooked and tossed aside as everyday change, could be the key to your next big fortune. Now let's get into the full historical breakdown, minting process, variety details, collector insights, and why this particular no-mint mark penny from 2014 is commanding such incredible prices in today's coin market. The Lincoln cent has a long-standing history dating back to 1909, when it was first issued to honor the 100th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth. Designed originally by Victor David Brenner, the Lincoln penny became the first regular-issue American coin to feature a real historical person. Over the years, the reverse of the coin changed from wheat ears to the Lincoln Memorial in 1959 and later to the Union Shield design in 2010, which continues through 2014 and beyond. Now zooming in on the 2014 Lincoln 1-cent penny with no mint mark, this coin was produced at the Philadelphia Mint, which traditionally does not use a mint mark on pennies. So, if you look at your 2014 penny and don't see a mint mark under the year, don't worry, that's completely normal for coins minted in Philadelphia. However, what makes certain 2014 no-mint mark Lincoln cents stand out from the rest is a combination of rare die varieties, minting errors, and pristine condition, which are drawing top dollar from serious collectors and high-end auctions alike. Let's break this down further. Most 2014 Lincoln cents were struck in massive quantities, over 3.9 billion coins to be exact. So how does a coin minted by the billions manage to be worth over $72,000 today? The answer lies in a few extremely rare versions that have been preserved in near-perfect condition or have exceptional mint errors, making them highly desirable. Some of the most valuable 2014 no-mint mark Lincoln pennies include those graded MS 69 or MS 70 by professional coin grading services like PCGS or NGC. These are almost perfect coins with flawless surfaces, no visible scratches, and an eye-catching luster that makes them virtually one of a kind among the billions minted. For example, one of these top-graded 2014 pennies recently sold for a jaw-dropping $72,873 at a private auction due to its unbelievable state of preservation and deep red color designation, IN. Addition to grade, another factor that boosts the value of these coins is errors during minting. Coins with dramatic doubling on Lincoln's eye, lips, or lettering, what experts call double die obverse errors, can significantly increase a penny's value. Other error types include off-center strikes, die cracks, broad strikes, or coins struck on the wrong planchet. If you have a 2014 no-mint mark Lincoln cent with one of these errors, you might be holding a small fortune and not even know it. Let's not forget about the role of coin collectors and auction dynamics. As more collectors enter the market in search of modern rarities, the competition for top-tier examples becomes fierce. This pushes the value of elite specimens sky high, sometimes surpassing expectations. That's exactly what happened with the 2014 no-mint mark penny we're talking about today, graded a perfect red MS 70 with no flaws, sold for $72,873 because two collectors bid fiercely to own it. So, how can you find one of these rare 2014 Lincoln cents worth thousands of dollars? Step 1. Start by checking all your 2014 pennies. Look closely for any unusual features like doubling on the lettering, off-center strikes, or any other visible errors. Use a magnifying glass or jeweler's loupe to examine the details. Step 2. If you find a coin that looks unique or is in exceptionally clean condition with a bright red luster, consider submitting it to a grading service such as PCGS or NGC for professional evaluation. A high-grade or confirmed error coin can dramatically increase the value. Step 3. Stay updated with current auction listings and prices on websites like eBay, Heritage Auctions, and Great Collections. Watch out for similar 2014 coins being sold at high values and compare yours to see if you might have something valuable. Collectors today are not just interested in ancient coins. They're investing heavily in modern coins with exceptional characteristics. And while billions of 2014 pennies exist, only a tiny handful qualify as rare. Valuable treasures like the one we covered in this video to sum it all up. The 2014 Lincoln 1-cent penny with no mint mark may look ordinary to the untrained eye, but certain specimens with rare errors, high grades, and perfect red luster have been selling for tens of thousands of dollars, with the highest confirmed sale reaching an astonishing $72,873. That's more than most luxury cars and more than many people's yearly income, all from a single 1-cent coin. Before you toss your spare change or roll those pennies up, take a moment to check your 2014 no mint mark Lincoln cents. You just might be sitting on a life-changing coin. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the history, rarity, and value of the 2014 no mint mark Lincoln penny, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to our channel, and turn on notifications so you never miss out on more updates about valuable coins, coin hunting tips, and rare finds that could change your life. Thank you for watching and happy coin hunting. Welcome back, coin collectors, history lovers, and treasure seekers from around the world. Today, we dive deep into the remarkable journey of a modern-day marvel in the world of American numismatics, the 2015 mint mark Lincoln 1-cent penny. At first glance, this may look like just another recent penny you might find in your pocket, piggy bank, or even at the bottom of your drawer. But in this video, we will uncover the full story of how this tiny copper-plated coin rose in value to an incredible market worth of $78,535. Yes, you heard that right. A 2015 Lincoln penny valued at over $78,000. So get comfortable and let us unravel the full coin history, minting process, potential errors, hidden value, and the collector market that turned this coin into a rare and expensive gem worth big money. We begin our journey in the year 2015, a time when the United States Mint in Denver, Colorado, was producing millions upon millions of 1-cent coins bearing the iconic image of President Abraham Lincoln. The D mint mark on these coins signifies that they were minted in Denver, which is one of the major mints responsible for producing circulation coins in the United States. The 2015 penny continued the long legacy of the Lincoln cent, a coin that has been in continuous production since 1909. That year marked the centennial of Lincoln's birth, and ever since then, his image has remained a symbol of integrity and leadership on the face of the U.S. 1-cent coin. The obverse of the 2015 Lincoln penny features the famous bust of President Abraham Lincoln, designed by Victor David Brenner, which has stood the test of time since its debut in 1909. Above Lincoln's head, we see the word Liberty etched proudly, and the year 2015 stamped firmly beside the D mint mark. The reverse of the coin showcases the Union Shield design introduced in 2010, replacing the previous Lincoln Memorial reverse that had been in use since 1959. The Union Shield has 13 vertical stripes representing the original 13 states and a single horizontal bar above them with the words E pluribus unum engraved to symbolize unity. At the top of the shield, the word United States of America stretches across the coin, and the denomination 1 cent sits at the bottom. Now you may be asking yourself, what makes the 2015 Lincoln penny so special? Why would a modern penny, minted by the millions and found in everyday circulation, ever be worth more than $78,000? The answer lies in a combination of rarity, condition, collector demand, and most importantly, the presence of unique and dramatic mint errors. Some of these 2015 Lincoln pennies have been discovered with rare striking errors, such as double dies, off-center strikes, broad strikes, and even misaligned dies. A double die error occurs when the coin is struck more than once with a slight shift in position, creating a doubling effect on the letters and numbers, especially on Liberty, the date, and the motto "In God We Trust." Off-center errors, where part of the design is missing due to a misalignment during the minting process, can also command significant premiums depending on the severity. One 2015 D Lincoln penny with a strong double die obverse and nearly flawless condition was recently auctioned and sold for an astonishing $78,535, shocking the coin collecting community and igniting a renewed interest in modern pennies. Beyond errors, the condition of the coin also plays a major role in determining its value. Coins graded by professional coin grading services such as PCGS or NGC and given a high grade like MS68 or higher are extremely rare and desirable. Mint state coins that have been preserved in their original, uncirculated condition without scratches, spots, or blemishes are worth far more than average worn pennies. For the 2015 D penny, coins that are certified at the top of the grading scale are limited in population, and when combined with a mint error, they can reach record-breaking values at auctions and private sales. Let us not forget the emotional and historical connection collectors feel toward Lincoln pennies. As the longest-running coin series in U.S. history, Lincoln cents are often the starting point for many collectors. That means demand is always high, and collectors are willing to pay a premium for rare dates, mint errors, and pristine examples to complete their collections. In the case of the 2015 D penny, this coin bridges the gap between a modern release and a valuable collectible, especially when the right combination of rarity and condition is met. How can you find a 2015 D Lincoln penny worth thousands of dollars? Start by checking your pocket change, coin rolls from banks, or even coin jars in your home. Use a magnifying glass to inspect the coin carefully. Look closely at the date, the mint mark, and the lettering for signs of doubling or unusual shapes. Examine the edges of the coin for alignment issues or off-center strikes. If you find anything that looks different, do not clean the coin. Handle it carefully and consider submitting it to a professional grading service for authentication and appraisal. Collectors and investors in the numismatic world are constantly searching for hidden gems like the 2015 D penny. Its stunning auction price of $78,535 has proven that even coins minted in the 21st century can be worth more than their weight in gold if the right circumstances align. This is your chance to explore your change, dig into your coin jars, and possibly uncover a rare treasure that could change your financial future. Thank you for joining us on this incredible journey into the fascinating story of the 2015 D Mint Mark Lincoln 1-cent penny. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe for more deep dives into the rarest and most valuable coins in history. Share this with fellow collectors and let us know in the comments if you have ever found a rare penny in your collection. Until next time, keep searching, stay curious, and remember, the next coin you find could be worth a fortune.